This is our first time in the country of Lithuania. We are in the capital city of Vilnius. By the end of this vlog, we will have journeyed to the center of Europe.
Good morning, welcome to Vilnius, Lithuania.
This is our 29th country that we've been to on our vlog.
Wow, we're on a mission here to go to every country in Europe, so check another one off the map, everybody. So we're here in front of this large hill, there's a tower.
Right there.
We gotta get up there. We're gonna spend the whole day running around Vilnius, capital city here in Lithuania, trying to see as much as we can, trying to avoid the possible rain.
But first we are going to get on a funicular that will take us up to this hill.
It's like an elevator for a hill.
We started off our morning here in Vilnius at a cute little cafe down in the center of the city. We got a couple local pastries, a couple espressos, because I told Nate he is better when he's had some food and caffeine in the morning. So now we're ready to get after this day in Lithuania. We successfully navigated the funicular up, but now we've made it up to the top of the hill, and behind me right here is Gediminas Tower. This is just like a blanket apology to all Lithuanians for our pronunciation on this vlog because it's gonna be rough, so we're trying. This was founded by the Grand Duke Gediminas back in the early 14th century. It's part of this whole castle that was up on this hill that has been destroyed mostly, but they're trying to renovate it and make it look a little bit better. There's a museum inside, you can come up here, check it out, and also there's great views of the city from up here as well.
The views are pretty amazing up here. The tower it's simple, but it's fitting. It works up here on the hill.
And it was only like one part of the entire castle too, so, you know.
This tower is like a symbol of freedom for the city in Lithuania.
It actually used to be on their national currency before they switched to the euro, and it is still on the city's coat of arms, and it's kind of like their logo.
These are my very first impressions of Vilnius, but it's very pretty. It's green, there's red roofs, there's churches everywhere. There's like a lot of churches in this city, I believe. There
is, I believe it's over 30 different churches now of all different denominations. We decided not to take the funicular back down and just walk the short, I don't know, like 3 minutes. And it's all rocks, so be careful. We're walking next to the Vilnia River that is going to meet up with the Neris River where those 3 friars were thrown into. But it's the big river that runs all the way through Vilnius.
All right, after a very convenient Bolt scooter ride.
Those are super convenient, I have to say.
Super convenient. Yeah. We're too old to be on those things, but
we're not.
Maybe I am.
Yeah, I mean, it's a means to an end. We made it here a lot faster.
And now we're at the beautiful church of St. Peter and St. Paul.
We're not going to go in all 30 plus churches here today, but this is one that Nate actually wanted to go inside and see. What do you want to see?
The reviews just kept saying, like, been to many churches all over Europe, like us, and this one was amazing, this one stands out. And I read a review that literally said, there's a crypt you need to find and press the button.
Like, what does that even mean? I haven't read that anywhere.
I want to press the button on the crypt.
The thing to see inside is all of the stucco figures that are in there, and it's supposed to be pretty impressive. There's like 2,000 of them.
And the crypt with the button.
And the crypt with the... Okay, let's go. on the front of the chandelier ship.
So there's this thing where you put in €2 and it says it lights the church, and it has a vlogger camera and another vlogger camera on there. So we don't exactly know what's about to happen, but we're gonna put €2 in this and see if the whole place lights up. So,
ready?
Hold on, all right?
I'm a little nervous.
You lit a tower that you have for €2.
So powerful. We found the crib, but we can't get in it.
Incredibly unique. I've never seen something with all these like stucco figures. It's just everywhere, and it's all, you know, one color. It's stucco. It's interesting. All right, Katrina asked about the crypt. It is closed right now, maybe next time.
She was very nice. She laughed at us when we turned on the lights too.
I think the children are the reason the crypt is closed.
I think that's probably the reason.
There's a tour group of like, I don't know, 70 kids in there.
Well, because it seems very small. It's like literally underground. So as soon as they saw that, they'd be like, ooh. So maybe next time, she said.
Awesome place to visit and see the architecture. All right, we have moved down to a very unique part of Vilnius. It's like its own little world down here.
It's its own republic. This is Užupis Republic or Užupio Republic. They basically are like governing themselves, but it's like kind of a joke.
They declared themselves independent?
Yeah, they declared themselves independent in 1997. They have their own constitution, they have their own president, they have their own flag.
They said they have the right to have no rights.
They have the right to have no rights, and there's like a whole constitution that's written down in this little area.
You said their own army too?
Of 12.
12.
Yep.
I'd like to see.
So don't mess with them.
Let's go explore the Republic here. We found the border control here.
I think you used to be able to get your passport stamped here, like a fake stamp, but I didn't bring my passport.
I didn't bring my passport, it's in the hotel. Damn it.
But I like that they're playing all into it. It actually is a republic.
Is this their flag?
It might be their flag, yeah.
Nice. So, now I'm not gonna make you feel dumb. I would have thought the same thing. There's this art here on the wall, and Katrina was like annoyed as I would be if I saw a tag all over it.
I was.
But then we saw the sign. The tag is part of the art. We're silly. We didn't realize. So anyway.
Republic over here, and there's so much to look at. Like on every wall there's street art. Maybe it's graffiti, but I kind of like it. Like actually I could live here 100%. We're just, you know, sitting on some chairs on the river over here, no big deal. Our last stop at the Republic is to see the Constitution Wall. They have quite an extensive constitution, and they put it in like 25 or 30 different languages to make sure you can read what it says. And then we're gonna get some food somewhere. Bagels were actually invented in this part of the world when Poland used to occupy this area that is now Lithuania. So this is definitely a food we have to get while we're here. Bagels.
Find ourselves on a very interesting street here with all sorts of plaques and pieces of art stuck up on the walls.
It's all dedicated towards literature, because this is Literature Street.
Literature Street here in Vilnius.
So did you know that Vilnius was declared the European Capital of Culture in 2009?
Says who?
I don't know, people. And so a group of local artists got together to turn this street into like an homage to literature. So it's a bunch of different pieces of art installations, artifacts, all kinds of stuff, all in the name of literature.
Very quirky.
Very quirky. That's why I like this city for that, though. There's a lot of quirkiness just everywhere. And here comes a scooter.
Choice overload.
I know, choice overload. Okay. And yes, I will put more sugar on. No problem.
Now they're out of sugar.
No, they were already out of sugar.
All right, Katrina got herself a donut. It's a Lithuanian donut made out of cheese, cottage cheese. She's skeptical about that.
Donuts to me should be sweet.
It's sweet.
No, it's
covered in
cheese.
Sugar.
Like it's.
Anyway.
I can't explain it to people who are not willing to understand.
That's me. All right, so I'd like to thank Decantus place here with the cool teapots on the wall. We're borrowing their table. They're not open yet, so thank you, Decantus.
We have the fried donut with cheese in the middle.
I don't think there's cheese in the middle. I think it's made out of cottage cheese.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought there was cheese in the middle of it, Nate. That's why I've been so negative. I'm like, why are you wanting me to eat a cheese donut?
No, it's made with cottage cheese.
Okay, that changes everything. Now I'm excited to eat this. We live in the Netherlands, and during the holidays they have fried dough called oliebollen, and it's one of my most favorite things in the entire world. Now that I've found out that this doesn't have cheese in it, I'm hoping that maybe this tastes similar. I'm very excited. I did add a little extra powdered sugar. The thing about the oliebollen is it gets everywhere, and I think that this is probably going to do the same. So apologies to your table here, Wine Boutique.
How is it?
You're gonna have to go back and get your own. Sorry. I messed up, man. I messed up. I should have gotten a half dozen of these.
You didn't even want it.
The language is hard here, okay? One time in my life I make a mistake, and it could have been a grave mistake, because this is quite good. A little crispy crunchy on the outside from being fried. The middle is super airy. There's a lot of air pockets in there with powdered sugar. Good thing I put extra on this. It's, yeah, blown away. 9 out of 10 if we're rating things. Here, you want to try?
Hey, Katrina.
Hey, Nate.
Who's this guy?
Remember that tower that we went up on the hill with the vernacular earlier?
Oh, that was in this video, yes.
Gediminas?
Yeah.
That's him.
Oh.
And his pony.
What's his pony's name?
Don't know.
Name it.
Gediminas' pony.
No, name it better.
Cabernet.
Cabernet, the pony?
Yeah.
I like that. All right, welcome to Cathedral Square here in Vilnius. There's space, there's statues, Cabernet is over there. We've got the cathedral here, partially being worked on.
The cathedral looks like a government building or
like a
palace or something.
Yeah, it's big and massive. And then also there's the bell tower.
We're gonna climb.
We're gonna call that a medium tower. So Nate and Katrina normally climb tall towers. Today I think we're gonna climb a medium tower. Tell me what you know about Cathedral Square and the bell tower.
The bell tower once was a part of the original defensive wall, so it's one of the only pieces that is still left. It's very closely tied to the cathedral over here, and it's kind of just a symbol of Vilnius that people recognize. And they have like major cultural events and stuff here in this square and the bell tower.
Vloggers congregate.
Pretty. Yeah, I mean, one of the things to say is it's just really beautiful to look at. We're gonna climb the bell tower, but first we're going downstairs to watch a little movie, and then we'll head upstairs. The bells ring every 15 minutes, so I hope you have earplugs.
The bell tower of Vilnius Cathedral is one of the earliest buildings in Vilnius.
Much more modern. We're outside, kind of, in the elements. Wow. Nate almost fell going up these. Like,
Not true.
You need to be careful.
Lies.
Don't die in this tower, please.
This tower is not very tall. They make it pretty easy. Some of those steps are a little steep, but it has a ton of character.
I agree.
All the wood and the exposed brick, like you said, it's rustic in a way. The bells are right there. Don't touch the bells.
But there's only two main bells up here at the very top. The small one that rings every 15 minutes, and then the big one that rings on the hour.
The hour. So we're gonna catch a small one here in a few minutes, I think.
Yeah.
I totally missed it. We were counting down. It rang about 15 seconds early. It scared the living daylights out of me.
Oh my god, I just had a heart attack.
Katrina had a heart attack, but she's back already.
Holy crap.
That was incredibly loud. It was right there.
Oh my god.
That bell.
That scared me so bad. Alright, continuing on.
All right, we have climbed the medium-sized tower,
I liked it.
and now we're gonna go for a wish.
So right outside the tower in front of the cathedral here in Cathedral Square, there is a tile that says Stebuklas on it, which means miracle.
Stebuklas?
Stebuklas? It means miracle tile.
Let's watch if people do it. Hold on.
Are they gonna do it?
I don't know, maybe.
Maybe they don't know.
That's the tile.
So what you're supposed to do is you stand on the tile and you spin around clockwise 3 times, and you're supposed to have like a wish or a miracle come true in your life. It's actually very significant because it's the starting or the ending point of the Miracle Mile, which was a human chain of people that stretched from Vilnius all the way up to Tallinn in Estonia.
That's a long way.
A lot of people.
How many people?
2 million?
2 million people. Hold on, children.
Lots of children.
2 million children, actually.
No. Anyways, 2 million people, and it was basically like a descent to Soviet rule.
Isn't there a spot where like the feet are in the tile somewhere?
Yeah, we need to find that. But this is the tile where it was like the very ending point, like I said, or starting point, was here.
2 million people. Can you imagine?
Well, and it's very significant too, because it was,
She's
you know.
spinning. She's spinning. Now we're gonna go in the Vilnius Cathedral and check this out.
It's massive. This is like the spiritual and architectural center of Vilnius right here.
In the the video about the bell tower, we learned that in this cathedral, the remains of Saint Casimir, who was one of the people on top of the cathedral, one of the statues, his remains are actually in this very special silver coffin. It's like silver up here in the middle of the cathedral. Vilnius is a fairly compact city, so we just made our way across town over into the old town area, and this specifically is the town hall square.
There's a portal to other cities behind us too.
Is that Poland? They're in Poland right now, I believe. We had Ireland when we got up here, and then the United States, and the Americans actually waved at me. That was nice of them.
The Irish were waving too. I got a couple waves.
Oh, that's good.
Irish, so.
Well, Irish waved to anybody.
That's true.
Friendliest people ever. Bro, Ireland, come on. Say hi. Hello. Oh, there we go. We might have taken a nap, and we have left the old town downtown area of Vilnius.
This restaurant behind us that we're going to was highly recommended. It has traditional Lithuanian food, and so I'm hoping there's some potatoes and meat in our future.
Full disclosure, we had Lithuanian food last night. Not on the vlog, it's on the mini vlog if you want to check it out. It's over on Patreon.
Go watch it. I would 100% agree with that statement. So we have potatoes, and also some potatoes. 3 different versions of potatoes, and some meat thrown in there too. I'm very excited. So full.
That was a heavy dinner, but very good.
I mean, we had potatoes with literally every dish, but yeah, I'm full, I'm happy. It was quite nice.
We are carb loaded.
I think we're gonna have fried bread and garlic at every single meal. I just decided that.
This video is not over. We are gonna join you back again in the morning, which will be in seconds for you, because we're going to the center of Europe.
The Geographic Center of Europe.
Whatever, the center of Europe.
Yeah, let's
tomorrow.
go.
Good night.
Bye.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
We're back.
The sun is out today.
Look at the blue skies, wow.
What a difference a day makes.
All right, we drove north of Vilnius, and we are now
at the Geographical Center of Europe.
This is the middle, allegedly.
Allegedly. There's like 5 different places that claim to be the center based on a lot of different factors, but this one is recognized by the European Union, so that's why we are here.
In the middle of Europe.
Woohoo!
Let's go check it out. The middle point's right up there. There's a monument and such. We're near a golf course. It's peaceful, it's pretty. There's flags. Got all the European flags.
All of
It's nice. Walk to the middle. Walk to the middle, Katrina.
Oh, okay.
To the middle. Go to the center.
Where do you want me to walk? I am now in the center of Europe, allegedly.
How does it feel?
Man, I feel just like I feel centered. I feel calm. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I have a question.
You always do. Ask away.
How did they figure out that this was the center of Europe?
Okay, so people have been trying to figure out the center of Europe for like over 200 years.
Because it's not a circular shaped continent.
Well, and depending on what you include in Europe, it changes a bit. So a bunch of people have been trying to figure it out, but then in 1989, the French Geographical Institute basically put together a bunch of coordinates and research and
Charts
found
and
out
maps and computers,
all
maybe?
the stuff, like, you know, and they figured out that this point north of Vilnius, about 30 minutes, was the geographical center of Europe.
Wow.
And in 2004, they actually put up this monument to commemorate all of that. And it's pretty, I mean, it's pretty cool. I like stuff like this, though.
All right, that was our first video from here in Lithuania. We have one more coming. We're gonna go on a road trip and see some more of the country.
I think it's good to get outside of the cities, but I really like Vilnius. I think it should be on everybody's list to come check out.
Vilnius was kind of a hidden gem. Loved it. Very welcoming, lots to see.
Yeah.
We're headed west. We've got more to see. Hope you join us on the next one.
Hey, Nate,
Yeah.
you see that big boulder over there?
Yeah, the big rock.
That's technically the geographic center of Europe.
Oh, what the f?